has a dual effect, and both the impacts of the transaction should be recorded in the books of accounts. Also, what is very important to note here is that the accounting equation truly represents the dual aspect concept, and the accounting equation says that at any point of time or with every subsequent record of transaction, this equation should hold. That is, the liabilities plus capital should be equal to the assets of the business. Liabilities are the obligation of the business, the money, the debt that the business owes to the outsiders. Capital is the money or assets brought in by the owner, and assets of the business, because we talk about these terms with respect to or from the perspective of the business, because accounts are being prepared for the business. So assets are things of value owned by the business. So what we'll do, let's straight away start with the question, and whichever terms come in between, I will explain you the terms, and how we record the transactions with dual impact. So this is a full-fledged question, but I have broken this into parts so that with each entry we can understand how the transaction is recorded and how do we check whether the accounting equation holds or not. So I want you people to open your registers and side by side solve the question. So the accounting equation says that the liabilities plus capital should be equal to the assets of the business. So let us see how we record these transactions. Again, we focus only on the transactions that have economic or monetary impact. So see, in the first transaction, what is given? Amar started business with cash 40,000, bank 60,000, goods 20,000, furniture 80,000. Now, whenever a person starts a business and he or she brings in, say, cash or some other assets, then this is the contribution of the owner in the business, and this is known as capital. So, the owner here, Amar, is bringing in capital of 40,000 plus 60,000 plus 20,000 plus 80,000, which is 2 lakh rupees का capital ला रहा है Amar. So how we record this? We see, I have some limitation of space. You have your registers there. What we do, we narrate the transaction. So Amar brings in capital. You will write this statement. So Amar brings in capital, and we record the assets brought in and the capital that is added. So there is no liability which is coming in the business. So I will write this as zero. This zero is signifying the liabilities. Capital is the money plus the assets brought in, which total up to a monetary value of rupees 2 lakh. So under capital, I write down 2 lakh rupees just for your convenience. Again, I am writing liabilities here and capital here so that there is no confusion. Now on the asset side, With this capital infusion, now the business has cash, it will have bank balance, it will have goods. So I'll use short form so that all these can be accommodated. So C stands for cash, B stands for bank balance, G stands for goods. Just give me a second. And F stands for furniture. तो जब कैपिटल आया है तो साथ में बिजनेस में एसेट्स भी इंक्रीज हो गए हैं. दिस इज द डुअल इम्पैक्ट. So capital infusion is leading to an increase in the assets of the business. This is the dual aspect of this transaction. So here I record 40,000 under cash. Let me complete this and I'll come to your doubt. Anant had a doubt. I'll come there. 60,000 of bank balance. Goods worth 20,000. And furniture is worth 80,000. Yes, Anant, you had a question.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, in the illustration, there is a mention of 60,000 bank. Does this
Yeah.
mean that we have taken a loan of 60,000 from the bank?
No, no, this is the bank balance. Say in the name of the business, 60,000 rupees have been deposited in the bank. तो जो business है उसका अपना एक बैंक अकाउंट भी है. उसमें 60,000 का ओपनिंग बैलेंस है.
मैम, तो जो पहले से 60,000 है वो अमर ही तो लाया होगा.
हाँ हाँ, अमर ही लाया. ये सारे एसेट्स अमर ही लाया है. तो अमर अपने नाम पे नहीं लाएगा ना. सेपरेट एंटिटी क्या बोलता है कि जो ओनर भी पैसा लाता है या ओनर की भी जो ट्रांजैक्शंस होती हैं वो बिजनेस की बुक्स में बिजनेस के पर्सपेक्टिव से रिकॉर्ड होंगी. सो ओनर एंड बिजनेस आर टू सेपरेट एंटिटीज.
Yes, yes, ma'am. याद आ गया, याद आ गया.
Okay, याद आ गया. Now you can relate this. So this bank account is in the name of the business and not in the name of Amar.
Yes, ma'am. Got it. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. So now what you see is that at the end of the first transaction, the left hand side total is 2 lakh and the right hand side total is also 2 lakh rupees, which means after transaction 1 the accounting equation holds. तो हमने ये सही रिकॉर्ड करा है. Especially the students who are doing this for the first time, if there's any doubt, any confusion, जो भी science background या non accounts background के हैं, they can ask me if there's any doubt. You can raise your hand and ask. Okay, we move to the second transaction. Now, second transaction says purchased goods for cash. So I will write here, you can write it properly, purchased goods for cash. Now again this transaction will have two impacts. Goods purchase करें तो goods business में increase हो जाएंगे और कैश से परचेज करें तो कैश बिजनेस से कम हो जाएगा. तो आप कैसे लिखोगे? आपकी लायबिलिटीज पर कुछ इम्पैक्ट नहीं आ रहा, आपके कैपिटल पे कुछ इम्पैक्ट नहीं आ रहा है. तो आप देख रहे हो कि जो लेफ्ट हैंड साइड ऑफ द इक्वेशन है देयर इज नो इम्पैक्ट. What we will do now is that from the cash balance we reduce 10,000 rupees because we are purchasing goods. With this amount, 60,000 of bank balance remains intact. Your goods increase from 20,000 to 30,000 and furniture of 80,000 remains the same. So what has been the dual impact? Sorry, I will not write this as this here. Wait, I will to clarify things. Let's say bank balance remains the same, goods increase by 10,000 and furniture also remains the same. This is the impact of this transaction, and this transaction gives you a dual impact. एक बारी माइनस हो रहा है 10,000 और दूसरी बारी ऐड हो रहा है 10,000. Now after this transaction, again you check what is the balance and you find that this 2 lakh is the same, and net effect of transaction 2 is 0, and hence the asset side also totals up to 2 lakh rupees. So, two impact of transaction 2, but after that again what we find is that the accounting equation is holding. Your left hand side is equal to the right hand side. Okay, from here we move to the next transaction. Purchased goods on credit from Akbar 15,000. Now यहाँ पर हम कंटिन्यू करेंगे. यहाँ पर मैं अगेन आई एम राइटिंग the third transaction, which is purchased goods, but now these goods are being purchased on credit. क्रेडिट मीन्स आपने परचेज कर ली पर अभी आपने कैश पेमेंट नहीं करी. जब बिजनेस क्रेडिट पर कुछ परचेज करता है तो अल्टीमेटली बिजनेस ने एक डेट लिया है, उधार लिया है, जो बिजनेस को आने वाले फ्यूचर में पे करना पड़ेगा. नाउ these goods have been purchased from Akbar, and Akbar has supplied these goods without any cash payment. Business owes 15,000 to Akbar. Now, such individual or entity, कंपनी भी हो सकती है या इंडिविजुअल भी हो सकता है जो उधार पे गुड्स दे रहा है, that person or entity is known as creditor for the business. So, creditor is the entity or individual to which the business owes money. So, creditor is a part of liabilities of the business. So, dual impact of this transaction means 15,000 के गुड्स तो बिजनेस में आएंगे, पर अब बिजनेस में एक क्रेडिटर भी आएगा ऑफ 15,000 rupees. So I will write down the headings. I break the liabilities here. So creditor plus capital is equal to cash plus bank plus goods plus furniture. Okay. So I have further classified or given the division of the liabilities. Now under liabilities we have our first liability, which is creditor. So I will add 15,000 under the creditors. This is the impact of the current transaction. No impact on capital. No impact on cash because you have not made a cash payment. No impact on bank balance. Your goods have increased by 15,000 rupees, and there is zero impact on the furniture. So again you see dual impact, one on the left hand side and two on the right hand side under the assets. Now you total up. 2 लाख पहले था, थर्ड ट्रांजैक्शन के एंड पे आपकी लेफ्ट हैंड साइड का टोटल हो जाएगा 2,15,000, 2 lakh of capital plus 15,000 of creditors, and again asset side will show a total of 2,15,000. So which means your accounting equation is tallying, it is holding. Left hand side equal to right hand side. Yes, any doubt till here? You can stop me and ask. Rishabh.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, in second transition,
हाँ
the
जी.
the meaning of bracket is subtracting something from account.
Yes, yes.
Yes, ma'am.
ठीक है. Anything else? Okay, then let's move to the fourth transaction. I'll move to this page. I hope पहले वाले transactions आपने note कर ली हैं. We move to the fourth transaction. Sold goods for cash, costing 8,000 for 10,000. Now this means that the business has sold goods जिनकी value 8,000 थी for 10,000, and hence the business has made a profit of rupees 2,000. So how do we record this? So I'm writing the transaction in short here, sold goods. Now this means that जो business है उसमें से जो गुड्स हैं वो 8,000 रुपए के कम हो गए. 8,000 के गुड्स बिजनेस से बाहर गए हैं. तो मैं गुड्स के अंडर 8,000 रुपीज माइनस कर दूंगी. फर्नीचर रिमेन्स दी सेम, बैंक बैलेंस रिमेन्स दी सेम. पर जब ये 8,000 के गुड्स बाहर गए हैं तो कैश आपके पास आया है 10,000, which means 2,000 of profit has been earned by the business, and this 2,000 is added to the capital of the business. Any profit or loss is adjusted under the capital of the business, which means अगर profit है तो हम add करेंगे और अगर loss है तो हम minus करेंगे. So I repeat, the impact of this transaction is that 2,000 of profit is added to the capital, 10,000 cash is coming in the business, and 8,000 worth of goods are going out of the business. So again, here you see more than one impact of the transaction, dual impact. यहाँ पर क्या हो रहा है कि एक impact आप लेफ्ट हैंड साइड पे देख रहे हो और एक इम्पैक्ट या दो इम्पैक्ट आप रादर राइट हैंड साइड पे देख रहे हो. At the end of transaction 4, the total of liabilities plus capital is 2,17,000, and the total of assets again will be 2,17,000. After this, we move to the fifth transaction. Sold goods on credit to Anthony, costing rupees 12,000 for 15,000. तो अगेन आपको इक्वेशन पढ़ते ही पता चल रहा है कि 3,000 का प्रॉफिट बिजनेस को हुआ है, बिकॉज गुड्स की जो वैल्यू थी दैट वाज 12,000, but they have been sold for 15,000. So when I am clear with the meaning of the transaction, what I do is I'll start recording the impact. So 3,000 is the profit. Profit is added to the capital. Goods sold are worth 12,000. So goods worth 12,000 business से बाहर जा रहे हैं, उनको मैं माइनस कर रही हूँ. पर यहाँ पर गुड्स क्रेडिट पे सेल हुए, इसका मतलब हमारे पास कैश नहीं आया. The impact on cash will be zero. The impact on bank balance will also be zero. How do we record the remaining part of the transaction? The person or entity to whom the goods have been sold on credit basis is known as a debtor. So debtor owes money to the business. So the money has to be received by the business in the near future. तो क्योंकि ये पैसा आएगा इसलिए ये एसेट बन जाता है बिजनेस का और इसको हम रिकॉर्ड करते हैं एज अ डेटर. This money, the business has the right to receive this money, and we add one more asset on the right hand side. So अभी तक हमारे पास कैश, बैंक, गुड्स और फर्नीचर था. अब हमने डेटर ऐड कर दिया और डेटर अब हमारा कितने रुपीस का ऐड होगा? 15,000 का. क्योंकि जब भी पैसा आएगा डेटर से वो कितनी अमाउंट आनी चाहिए? 15,000 रुपीस. And now at the end of this transaction, 2,20,000 will be the total on the left hand side, and total on the right hand side again will be 2,20,000. Okay, so let's continue to the next set of transactions. So since I am carrying the balances from here, I will write so capital plus creditors is equal to cash like your capital is now worth 2,05,000 and creditors are for 15,000. कैश हमने कितने से स्टार्ट करा था? 40,000. So I'm writing the balance of cash that remains at 40,000. 10,000 माइनस हुआ है और 10,000 भी प्लस हुआ है. Bank balance remains the same at 60,000. Just check. I think one amount is not correct.
Ma'am, for good, it will be 25,000, I guess.
25,000 होंगे.
Yes, ma'am.
12 यहाँ पे कम हुआ, 8 यहाँ पे कम हुआ, 20 कम हो गया. And opening balance for goods was 20,000. 15 ही तो हुआ. Let us just cross check the value. We started with goods of 20,000. Then 10,000 was added. Okay, this I missed. 30,000, 45,000, 25,000. So this is 25,000. Now I hope both sides are equal. Yes, 2,20,000. So let's continue from here. We move to the sixth transaction, which is cash deposited in bank. So again, what is the dual aspect in this transaction? You are taking out money from the business and you're putting it into the bank account of the business. So it is not impacting your capital, neither is it impacting your creditors. What happens is that 5,000 worth of cash is reduced and your bank balance increases by rupees 5,000. Rest everything remains the same. And what you find is that at the end of transaction 6, again the total is at 2,20,000. Yes, Abhishek.
मैम ये ट्रांजैक्शन कैश डिपॉजिटेड इन द बैंक, तो हम इसको ऐसे क्यों ट्रीट करते हैं कि कैपिटल 5,000 से इंक्रीज हुई और बैंक बैलेंस 5,000 से इंक्रीज हुआ?
बेटा फ्रेश कैश नहीं आया ना बिजनेस में, जो बिजनेस में ही कैश रखा हुआ था उसी में से 5,000 निकाल के बैंक में डाल दिया, तो कैपिटल तो नया नहीं आया बिजनेस में। क्या ओनर कुछ लाया एक्स्ट्रा? नहीं।
नो मैम।
जो बिजनेस ने कमाया उसमें से 5,000 रुपीज आप बैंक में डिपॉजिट कर रहे हो, तो कैपिटल पर इसका इम्पैक्ट नहीं आएगा। Had this been कि अमर 5,000 रुपीज बैंक में डिपॉजिट कर रहा है, तो अब आपका कैपिटल 5,000 बढ़ता और बैंक बैलेंस 5,000 बढ़ता। ओके, आई थिंक दिस इज क्लियर। यस
यस मैम।
Okay, now let's move to the next transaction. Payment made to Akbar. So I'll move to the previous slide with this because this is related to this transaction which was recorded earlier. Yes, here. So both the transactions are side by side related to Akbar. Now, here in transaction 3, it was mentioned that we had purchased goods from Akbar on credit basis. अब वो 15,000 के लिए आपने पेमेंट करी है थ्रू चेक। एंड नेक्स्ट थिंग इज इन फुल सेटलमेंट 14,800। इसका मतलब जब आप पेमेंट करने गए अकबर को, आपने कहा कि अब 15,000 की नहीं, ये जो ट्रांजैक्शन है इसको सेटल करते हैं एट 14,800। तो इसमें बिजनेस को फायदा हुआ, प्रॉफिट हुआ ऑफ ₹200। आप गुड्स वर्थ 15,000 लाए, आपने पेमेंट 14,800 करी, तो आपको आपके बिजनेस को जो फायदा हुआ है वो ₹200 का हुआ है। बैंक बैलेंस अफेक्ट हो रहा है और अब क्रेडिटर बिजनेस से खत्म हो रहा है। तो आप इसको कैसे रिकॉर्ड करोगे? आप कैपिटल में 200 रुपए ऐड कर दोगे जो आपको फायदा हुआ है। जो आपके क्रेडिटर्स हैं अब वो खत्म हो जाएंगे। अब क्रेडिटर्स में से आप कितनी अमाउंट माइनस करोगे, क्योंकि फुल सेटलमेंट है। यस जतिन, यू वर सेइंग
15,000।
यस, जो आप माइनस करोगे अमाउंट दैट विल बी 15,000। अब बिजनेस में 0 क्रेडिटर्स हैं, कैश पर कोई इम्पैक्ट नहीं हुआ। आपका बैंक बैलेंस 14,800 से कम हो गया। Goods remain the same, furniture remains the same, debtors remain the same. Transaction comes to an end. You can see that the total now on both sides will be 2,05,200. So I'll use another. Yes, 2,00,000. 205200. Accounting equation holds at the end of transaction 7. Okay, so here then I move to a fresh sheet and I will write along with this transaction. Now the updated balances. Now on the left hand side you have only capital. You do not have any other liability. On the right hand side now you have cash, bank, goods, furniture, and you still have debtors. अब पूरा का पूरा 2,05,200 आपका कैपिटल है बिजनेस का. कैश 35,000, बैंक 65,000 में से 14,800 माइनस करेंगे तो आ जाएगा 40,200. Please correct me if any calculation is wrong.
50,200.
50,200 होगा. ओके, मैंने 25 कर दिया. Thank you. So 50,200 will be the bank balance. Goods same 25,000. Furniture 80,000. And your debtors still stand at 15,000. Now our next transaction T7 38 says that payment received from Anthony 14,900 in full settlement. So Anthony was a debtor for the business. 15,000 रुपए के goods हमने एंथनी को सेल करे थे, उसके लिए उसने हमें फुल सेटलमेंट में 14,900 पे करा है. अब बिजनेस को नुकसान हुआ है 100 रुपीज का, जहां पर हमें एक्सपेक्टेड था कि 15,000 रिसीव करेंगे. नाउ वी हैव रिसीव 14,900 एंड इफ प्रॉफिट इज एडेड टू कैपिटल, लॉस इज सब्ट्रैक्टेड फ्रॉम द कैपिटल. So 100 rupees minus on the left hand side. You have received cash. So 14,900 will be added to the cash balance. Bank balance remains the same. Goods remain the same. Furniture remains the same. Debtors खत्म हो जाएंगे बिजनेस से, और अगेन हम कितनी अमाउंट स्ट्राइक ऑफ कर रहे हैं डेटर्स की? हम 15,000 रुपए डेटर्स के खत्म कर रहे हैं अपने बिजनेस से. एंड दिस इज व्हाट द टोटल विल बी 2,05,100 and 2,05,100 on both the sides. So till transaction 8, recording the dual aspect, we have found that the accounting equation holds and the left hand side of the equation remains equal to the right hand side of the equation.